thought.
We're gonna hold it.
Hello. Throughout my lifetime, I have found that I'm very good at two maybe strange things: getting through airports and eating cereal. Today, I'm going to teach you how to eat cereal. And you may be thinking, I eat cereal like 3 times a week. I know how to eat cereal. It's not that hard. Whoa. You're right. It's not that hard. But don't go just dreaming about your Apple Jacks or Cookie Crisp just yet, because you may learn something. As you can see, I take my cereal very seriously. In order to have a successful cereal eating experience, you must understand 3 steps: preparation, execution, and consumption technique. Let's start with preparation, or the putting together of the materials. Things you will need: a bowl, a spoon, milk, and cereal. Now there's other things you can add to it or subtract, but these are the main things. Make sure you choose a proper bowl. If it's too deep, depending on the cereal could sink to the bottom and it might be hard to get to. If it's too shallow, your bowl might not hold enough cereal or milk for your needs. Also, make sure you choose a proper spoon. You may want to look at the size of your cereal or the weight of your cereal when you're choosing your spoon. You want to choose the right milk if you're going to use milk. Some cereals might go better with certain milks, so you want to make sure you have the right milk. And then the cereal, which there are endless choices of cereal nowadays. I prefer Lucky Charms most of the time, but I always like to switch it up. And be smart about your cereal choice, because it could affect the rest of your day. Now, before you move on to the next step, you want to make sure you have all these things, because if you move on to execution before you realize this, there could be a problem. Like if you don't have milk, but you put the cereal in the bowl, that could be a problem. So once you have everything you need, it's time for execution. Execution is the putting together of the materials. And this depends highly on the situation: where you are, where you're going to eat your cereal, how much time you have to eat your cereal, who you're eating your cereal with, and how hungry you are. And there's several ways to put your cereal together. Most common would be putting the cereal into the bowl and putting the milk on top. This is used if you're with a lot of people, or you're like at a table or something. This is the most common. And other ways you're gonna put your cereal together, you gotta pay attention to the cereal type and the sogginess that could happen of the cereal. So whether you put the milk in it, the sogginess is important. But some ways people eat cereals with warm milk, or they crushed up their cereal and then put it together. You could add fruit like bananas and strawberries is a very common thing. Also, you could mix cereals, which is what I do a lot. I like to mix my cereals before eating. The way I do it, which I like to call the Trevor Barney way, is somewhat dangerous. Most of the time when I'm eating cereal, I don't eat it at the table. I'm either taking it to my room or taking it downstairs, or somewhere where there might be stairs, which could be a problem for my technique. So what I do is I take the bowl and I put the milk in first and fill it up a good amount of the way, which is why it gets dangerous, especially if you're walking down the stairs. Then I take my bowl with the milk in it, take the box of cereal, and take the spoon to the location of where I'm eating. So that way, when I get to that location, I can put my bowl down and pour the cereal into the bowl, eat that, and there still be a lot of milk left. So I can pour more cereal into the bowl and eat that cereal. And eventually, the box of cereal might run out, or I'll get tired of eating. So that one's good for traveling and if you're going to eat a lot of cereal at one time. Now that we have everything ready and together, it's time to discuss consumption technique. Consumption technique is the way you eat the cereal, and also depends on the situation. A proper way to eat cereal would be sitting up straight at the table, small bites and no slurping the milk or anything like that. That's for if you're around people or people are watching you or something. Now, if you have no time to eat your cereal, you may hold the bowl in your hand and eat the cereal, which is also a common technique. Just a quick little way, doesn't get messy. Or my way, which is I like to put the bowl right on the table with the milk, and like I said before, get your hand right down on there, get your face right close there, and just shovel that cereal into your mouth as efficient as possible. You don't need to take the spoon all the way up to your mouth. Just shorten that distance. That way you can eat more cereal in a shorter amount of time. Most people don't think about consumption technique, but it is important. Once you understand these 3 steps, you have a successful cereal eating experience. Focusing on your preparation, execution, and consumption technique can really change the way you eat your cereal. I hope you learned something today, and we'll put some thought into your next experience with cereal. And remember, cereal is not just for breakfast. You can eat cereal at any time of the day. Thank you.